sports content? Head over to woodwardsports.com right now for up-to-date sports articles and great entertainment news. We have the best writers, bloggers, and coverage all at your fingertips. Head to woodwardsports.com right now to experience all Woodward Sports has to offer.
All right, we are live. Good morning, everybody. It's the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network. As always, Adham, Beydoun, and Jeff Iafrate. woodwardsports.com. Guys, this is going to be a fun show today. This is going to be a fun show. We got a jam-packed show. We've got Colin Cowherd predicting the Lions to win the division. We've got Cynthia Frelund's mock draft where she had the Lions taking a certain somebody at number 6 and a tight end at 18. We'll get to that at 8:30. And then at 8:45, we start our first official live entire first-round mock draft.
Ooh.
How it's going to break down today is I will hold the first overall pick. JB will hold the second, Jeff the third, and it'll alternate in the same order, and it'll rinse and repeat until we get to all 31 picks. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. We'll do that. We'll take callers, get your guys' thoughts on the mocks. Who do you think we should take? Who busted? Who didn't? You can make fun of Jeff's hat however you want. It's going to be a fun show, but, you know, not everything can always be fun, though, right? And not everything in life is perfect. Now, if you guys have watched this show enough, you know every once in a while I like to drop a few nuggets on life, and you know, I think today's a very important day to drop it. It's a Friday. You're going to go into the weekend. Whatever you want to do, be my guest. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe, of course, but life is hard. And life is not only hard, it's even harder when you got to watch a baseball team suck as much dick as the Detroit Tigers, right?
Oh my
so,
gosh,
you know, they're going to probably go 0-162. I've already lost hope. It's one game in. I'm already fed up. They couldn't hit the ball.
The quickest game on television.
Yesterday, yes, that is correct.
Quickest game, which is a good thing, I think, for Tigers fans.
I didn't watch.
It didn't take up too much of your time.
Well, let me not lie. I tried to watch, and then I got frustrated. And I started swearing, and I was like, you know, it's not good for me. I got to calm down. Let me walk away from the TV. I stepped aside, stopped it after it was 2-0. That was my day.
You didn't miss much after that.
I know I didn't.
You didn't miss that.
I know I didn't. Disaster. 0-162. Here we go. Spencer Torkelson, by the way, if you ever want to hit the baseball, let me know, buddy.
Oh, yeah, you know, by the way, Matt Broder.
And I don't want to call him out either, but like, because I like the kid.
Yes.
But come on.
Listen, Matt Broder, you played college baseball. You need to tell me what's going on with Torkelson. What are your thoughts? Because he stunk yesterday, but you know you'll have more insight than me.
He did. I think we still gotta support him. We still gotta have hope.
You're so fucking tall, dude.
Turn the camera up a little bit, dude. He is tall.
There we go.
Jesus
there
Christ.
you go, baby.
You know, he was facing Shane McClanahan, who's a southpaw for the Rays yesterday afternoon, and just couldn't get anything going. I'm still holding out hope. I love his swing. We got a new group of hitting coaches, one from the University of Michigan.
Again, I'm being dramatic.
No,
it's
I know.
one game.
I know.
To be honest with you, I'm just frustrated, not because they lost, but they can't even score a run. Can't even put multiple hits together, string them along. Javi Baez, garbage like usual. Man, it's...
Austin Meadows.
Austin Meadows went 3 for 4.
Austin Meadows. I know
for him.
Ryan in
like
the back
Meadows.
is excited.
I like Meadows.
Yeah.
I want him to have a good season.
Just stay healthy.
But
we were talking about drafting. You brought up a good point. Drafting a power hitter in the first round, like
Never
Torkelson.
works.
You need a pitcher and an
not
athlete.
in the first round, but like at the very top.
Yeah.
It almost never works.
Number 1 overall.
It just never works. It's always that jacked white dude that everybody thinks is a lock. God help us. God help us. Only 161 more games of this shit. Here we go.
By the way, on a different note, Mike's in the chat. Shout out to Mike yesterday. Went on his show, had a blast. Yes.
How'd it go?
Awesome.
What did you guys talk about?
Really just recapped all the offseason for the Lions and talked a little about the draft. So if you haven't already, go check that out.
What does Mike think of the draft?
He actually shares similar views than us, as we know. I mean, every time we had Mike on the show, it was just...
Define similar views, right? So
I guess...
He wants a defensive lineman?
Yes.
Okay.
Who he wants at 6, who he wants at 18, no tight ends. Like it's a very similar. Now, the one thing I got Mike to agree with me on, which you will not like, is thinking about Beydoun at 18 if he's there. I don't think he'll be there, but that's something
I
know
was thinking about becoming a woman the other day. Doesn't mean I did it.
Get out of here.
All right.
That is the one thing me and Mike did.
I thought I would transition. Here I am, still a dude. And I decided against it.
Oh my God.
You can think about Beydoun all you want. It's not going to happen.
Mike, you talk to him another time, all right? About
Mike,
it.
I'll come on soon and we'll figure that out.
No, it was great though. Me and Mike were in lockstep the entire pod. So shout out to everyone. I think a lot of people from the Morning Woodward show were there as well. So
Good.
awesome.
Make sure you support Mike's channel.
Yeah, he's great.
Love Mike.
He's awesome.
Here's what we're going to do. I kind of broke down the show. It's going to be a fun show. I want to start with something light. Joking aside with the Tigers, obviously it's only one game. You went around the league yesterday. Shohei Ohtani, by the way, dominant performance on the mound. Garrett Cole, a Yankee franchise record for most strikeouts in an opening day start. Good for him. Aaron Judge went, home run off his first pitch, I think, to start the year. We'll see if he hits 60 again. That'll be cool to see, but it's going to be an interesting season. And I'm optimistic for the Tigers, and I'm optimistic in the way that I just want to see improvement.
Yeah.
I want to see Torkelson develop into the player you all want him to be. Hit the damn baseball, guys.
Well, the problem is these are still Al Avila's guys for the most part. So it's like, as much as I believe in Scott Harris and what he's doing, who he's bringing in, as Matt mentioned.
No, it's not about Scott.
A lot of it, I mean, you got a lot to clean up here. So, yeah.
Well, there's that, and then there's the Wings, right? You want to talk about something really good to talk about?
Saved my night yesterday.
Great win last night.
Yes.
Fun to watch. Casper, by the way, getting called up probably for the final few games. I'm excited to see that go down. We've seen Edvinson play his first 3 starts so far, 4, I believe now. He's been solid. Skates very well, physical. It's coming together for Steve Yzerman. It really is. I'm excited for what the Red Wings are building. But we'll move off the excitement. We'll move off of the local teams. We got a football-heavy show today coming up at 8:15, so I want to avoid it just to start. I want to ask you guys, any plans for the weekends? Any plan? Anybody plans?
Well,
Nothing?
if I say no, I'm going to get called out.
We all know Mr. Pimp over here.
I'm not. I'm not.
You want to
doing
keep
it.
it low-key. It's fine. I get it.
Jesus, dude.
You brought it up, by the way. I was going to let it go. I wasn't going to bring it up.
Yeah.
You did that to yourself.
Should have just shut up. No, I'm not doing much this
JB, you
weekend.
banging any hookers this weekend, buddy?
No, not this weekend, unfortunately.
Maybe next weekend?
Maybe next weekend. We'll see how next weekend goes, you know.
Jesus.
Alex, what are you doing this weekend? You going out to Ohio and seeing fish?
No,
Nothing?
no.
How is fish?
He's fine.
That sounds like something
This sounds
Fish would
like
say.
a fish answer, but okay.
Yeah, he's fine.
We'll take it.
He's fine, man. I miss Fish.
Oh, God. I got no plans this
Get
weekend.
at 3 a.m.
Yeah, of course. That's fish. I got no plans. I'm going to be fasting. I haven't slept yet, by the way.
By the way, whenever I get here early and Adam's here, first thing that pops in my head is he didn't sleep.
Yep.
And he came right
I was
from...
so lonely at home. It was like 6:20. I was like, oh, I'm leaving the house.
Yeah.
What am I doing? I'm just staring at the fucking wall. Just get here by 7. Not even. I got here at like 6:45. Doors weren't even open yet. I was just standing in the rain, like Stan from the Eminem song. It's miserable. Thinking about life. It's pretty deep, huh?
You bring up Stan.
Pretty deep, huh? I think I listened to that yesterday, which is why I'm referencing
Did you
it today.
really?
I think it just showed up randomly on the playlist. You know when your playlist finishes?
Yeah.
And it just goes to the an accumulation of all the artists you listen to, and then they throw the songs. I think that's how it came up yesterday. Pretty sure.
What kind of mood were you in?
I wasn't. I was at the gym, but
And you were
I went through
listen-
the whole playlist.
Oh, got you. Did you continue listening to it while you worked out?
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, it's Eminem.
Yeah, that's
Why
true.
would I not?
Stan, yeah. It's a good
You've never wanted to kill yourself at the gym? It's a great idea. It's motivation. It's like, no, I'm stay alive, man. Be strong.
It's not on my gym playlist, but I respect it. I do. I do.
It's not on my playlist. It's just, again, I have so much Eminem on my playlist that it's like that recommended, whatever they call it. I don't freaking
Yeah.
know.
You use Spotify, right?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. By the way, I'm planning on moving to Apple Podcasts or Apple Music.
I
sorry.
have Apple Music. I think it's...
Yeah, I think Apple Music is better.
okay. I was going to say it, but I want to
I've
trigger
been on
nobody.
Spotify for like 7 years. I think it's time I move on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You put your time into Spotify.
Yeah.
You've hooked them up.
And I don't have any good reasons outside of peer pressure, probably. My wife's on Apple Music, and she always gives me shit in the car. And honestly, I'm sick of her bitching and complaining in the car. It's bad enough I have to listen to her every day. So if I can eliminate one reason or one thing I don't have to hear, I'm going to do it.
Hey, yo!
Fair?
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever you say, man. Fair. I'm with you. It's fair enough.
Oh, God. Didn't picture Adham as a gym guy. Oh, man, I love the gym. I went at 1 in the morning, though. That's the routine right now. That's the routine for the next 20 days. It's
Blade,
horrible.
Blade says working out to the Eminem show is wild.
Oh God!
I want to listen to your playlist today when I go to the gym,
Dude,
just
here,
to see what you.
I'll
listen
read
to.
you the first 5 songs on my playlist.
Okay,
all right?
give it to me. Let me
Here.
see. Let me see what you got.
All right.
Mine's just probably mostly Drake.
Actually, I'm gonna go to on repeat. I think that's a more
All right.
visual example of what I'm listening to recently. Huh?
Jeff, you going to the Drake concert?
Are
Yes.
you?
Yes, I am.
Look
I
at
am
you.
going to the Drake concert.
This guy's gonna fuck so many girls there.
No.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ!
yeah.
It's
Dads, don't send your daughters to the Drake concert.
good.
Jeff's gonna be
There's been
there.
a lot of dudes there. Well, I don't want to
Whoa,
get.
whoa,
hold
whoa.
on. Well, I'm just
Whoa.
saying. But you act like it's all chicks.
Whoa.
There's going to be some dudes there, too.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're gonna bang
Okay.
a bunch of dudes.
No, I'm not
And look,
either.
if you want to be my guest,
But-
I support you, brother. But
It's not like I'm going to see Justin Bieber and I'm going with all. It's going to be all chicks there.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah,
Drake.
yeah.
I'm going
All
with some
right,
friends.
artists. 5 artists. First 5 artists
All right,
on my
give it to me.
playlist right now. Future, J. Cole, Quavo. Let's see, Eminem and Drake. Oddly enough, I haven't listened to Drake in a long time. I'm surprised it's even on here. It's weird.
Still a solid line.
Pause on that last statement, by the way.
What?
It's kind of late, but the dude's comment. There's pause on that.
That's a you
no,
problem.
I didn't,
bro.
I didn't mean it like that. Okay?
That's a you problem.
I didn't mean it like that. Okay,
That's a you
relax.
problem.
Did you see the guy try to propose to his girlfriend at the Dodgers game last night?
Yeah, he got decked.
Then the
He
security
got
guard.
decked.
That security guard is moving in the first round.
Wait, what? What happened?
You want to tell the story?
Some dude jumped out onto the field. I think at a Mets game or something.
I think it was Mets.
Got
Dodgers.
on one knee, proposed to his wife who was in the stands. It was like this whole cute thing, right? But you're not supposed to be on the fucking
I know,
field.
yeah.
Security guard didn't give a shit. Ray Lewis style, decked him.
Yeah.
Fantastic form.
Check your messages, Jeff. It is
Fantastic
there.
form.
JB
Yeah, you
sent
can
it.
watch it.
Okay.
You can watch it.
Oh my.
All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a break. When we get back, Colin Cowherd releases his early NFC North predictions. He has the Lions topping the division at 10 wins. I want to go over Jeff's thoughts, my reaction as well. I completely agree with him, by the way, not on the win total, but on the fact that the Lions will be winning. I disagree on the Packers' record this year. I think they'll be worse than what he indicated, but we'll get to all that and more coming up next. But before we do, Jeff, our good friends over at the Sports Marketing Agency.
The Sports Marketing Agency helps spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the S Word, helps fight the stigma about seeking help. If you're someone you know is struggling, head to thesportsma.com for more information.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Golf, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
Folding Warehouse in Hamtramck is the home of the original football bowling game, 2 to play for $12, or you could get the unlimited open play for $120. Either way, you'd go there, you check it out. They got the full bar, $2 mystery beer machine, foldingwarehouse.com.
All right, we're back here on the Morning Woodward Show live, woodwardsports.com. If you missed the show live, you can always go back after the fact. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever the hell you listen to podcasts, you can find the morning show. Leave us a 5-star rating for Jeff's beautiful headwear that he's having on today.
My basic black hat.
By the way, Cal Scrubby, me and JB share an artist in common right now. That's the guy I've been on a lot recently, probably the last 2 weeks, nonstop on the playlist. Cal Scrubby, you should check him out. Anyways,
I will do that.
yeah, definitely gym music, by the way. Good vibe. Good vibe for gym music. But
Oh, yeah,
anyways,
definitely.
Colin Cowherd. And Alex, you can throw this up on the screen whenever you're ready. Colin Cowherd released his early NFC North predictions. He has the Lions winning the North at 10-7, and then he has the Vikings and the Packers. The Vikings and the Packers and the Bears all relatively close to the Lions, all within a game or two apart. Look,
you think 10's enough?
10's enough, yes.
You think so?
I don't think anybody wins 10 games in this division outside of the Lions.
Wow.
So
okay.
I'll agree there. I don't think the Vikings win 9. I think that's their ceiling. I'm going to say their floor is 7-10, 6-11. And I would say the same about the Packers and even the Bears. I think, literally said this yesterday, by the way. Funny how it works out this way. What did I tell you yesterday, Jeff? The Lions are here, and then there's a gap. And then it's the Vikings, the Bears, and the Packers all really close to each other.
Yeah.
I like it. Too many wins, though.
Yeah. And
I don't think the North is going to win that many games. Give me the Bears winning 6. I think they will improve. They spent a lot on the defense. They have to improve, in my opinion. They got DJ Moore. Ideally, they address the offensive line in the draft. We'll see what they do. The Vikings are going to regress. They're not going to be a double-digit win team. I think they're lucky to win 8. 9 would be overachieving for me for the Vikings. And then the Packers, I don't know what to expect from Jordan Love. Not a fan. Not a fan of Matt LaFleur and that wide receiving core. I'm not sure how it's going to work. Even if they go and get Jackson Smith and Jimba. I don't know how it works where they can win 8. Give me the Packers to finish 4th in division with 6 wins. Give me the Packers at 6-11 right now, pre-draft. Give me the Bears at 6-11. The Vikings at 7-10. And the Lions at 10-7.
The only thing I don't agree with you is I think the Vikings will be better than that. I couldn't see them go 7-10. I think 9-8 is around where they'll be, but I agree. I think the Bears are 6-11-ish, and then the Packers will be right around there.
Who's got the highest ceiling among all the teams outside of the Lions?
The Vikings.
See, I disagree.
They're not better. They're better than the Packers and Bears.
I think the Vikings have the highest floor, but I think the highest ceiling, I would give it to the Bears. I wouldn't be shocked if the Bears go 7-10, 8-9.
What do you define as ceiling?
As the most wins they can get. Because I
think the Bears have the highest ceiling with Justin Fields.
Not the highest among the 3 teams. Yes.
Yes, those. I'm talking
I
about
think
those
they
3
could
teams,
pop off more than the
Lions
Packers
included.
or the Vikings. The Vikings have a huge hole on defense. They have no money to spend. They're not going to fix their problems in the draft. JB can attest to that. He just did their mock the other day. It's not getting better in Minnesota.
I agree.
I'm telling you, Minnesota's going to lose a lot of games this year, and it's going to come quick. I like the Bears.
I just think there's too much the Bears have. I know they addressed a lot, but there's too much the Bears have to fix to just assume that they have the highest ceiling. Like, they still don't have an offensive line.
Well, I've seen Justin Fields play, and he's dynamic.
Yes.
And I think you can win with that type of play style. I don't know how much, but I have a defensive-minded head coach there, and they loaded up on the defense. I expect them to be better on defense than the Vikings.
Yeah.
Packers are going to struggle on offense, in my opinion. I would not be shocked if this division ended up the Lions at 11, 10 wins, the Bears at 7 or 8, and the Vikings and Packers really falling off this
And I guess
year.
the Bears do have the most draft assets, so if you're going off of that as well, they're going to be able to fill a lot of holes. But still, I'm going to roll with the Vikings here. I don't think they win 13 games. Don't get me wrong. They're not winning 13 games, but I could see them even getting 10 wins, max. Like, I know you're a little low on the Vikings, but I don't think they're going to go from 13
and you know me,
to
I
7
love the
wins.
coach.
Yes,
I really do.
You
but
loved him last year as a team.
You can't go from having a really bad defense to gutting it all completely, not improving it, and going 11-0 in one possession games. That's not going to happen again. If they play 7 one possession games this year, they would be lucky to go 4-3. It's not going to happen for the Vikings this year. I just don't see it.
So
go for it.
They got Byron Murphy. They signed a corner. He's all right. I'm not saying these are great players, but they did address up Marcus Davenport. They added another edge rusher. They didn't cut Zadarius Smith, which I thought they were going to, and that was a big one for me. So it's the Vikings, and they still got a first-round pick. Maybe they take a corner. And they got Brian Flores. Offense essentially is the same. They didn't cut Dalvin Cook. They had to let go of Adam Thielen, but let's be honest. I mean, Adam Thielen moving the needle for you. You still got Justin Jefferson. You still got T.J. Hockenson. Kirk Cousins, say what you want about him. I mean, he's still going to put up numbers of some sort. So I don't know. I'm a little higher on the Vikings, but we both agree Lions will win this division, and I think they'll have more than 10 wins. I know Colin has them at 10. I could see 11.
Oh, yeah.
I
think 10 is their floor.
Yes, I would agree with that.
I think 10's the floor. If the Lions win less than 10 games, I would be very disappointed. Very disappointed. It would take one of the best damn reasons you guys or excuses you can come up with. Because to me, 10's the floor. They have everything ready to go out and conquer and win this division.
Mm-hmm.
It's all in front of them. Nice to see Colin jumping on the Lions train. That's always good to see.
And that was Colin from last year to saying what he said about Dan, which, again, I get it. But now forward, hey, I
don't
believe
blame
in the Lions.
people. I don't believe in that. This guy was harsh on this coach. What reasons did Dan give anybody outside of anybody inside of Allen Park? What football reasons did he give to have anybody buy in?
Well, at the time,
He
you were
was
1-6.
4-19-1 at the time.
Yes.
I don't blame anybody.
And then Sean Payton went on the show and said, hey,
Could be the offensive Mike Vrabel.
And I think that got to Colin because after that he's been.
Look, again, I would love the offensive version of Mike Vrabel, but what's the ceiling on Mike Vrabel right now? Right? There's always going to be a ceiling.
Until he has a quarterback.
Conversations
yeah.
always get super uncomfortable, man. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun season. We get to evaluate everybody.
Christian Thorpe says, I didn't know Jeff was a Vikings fan. Not a Vikings fan, but...
By the way, as a kid, I loved picking the Vikings in Madden Online.
What was the logo to me? Just the Vikings.
No, just their roster was stacked. Jared Allen, Adrian Peterson. My God, I think it was Madden 10.
Yeah, that was AP.
The cover with Larry Fitz and Troy Polamalu. Whatever game that was, I always picked the Vikings. Stacked freaking D-line. They had the two brothers in the interior, and then they had Jared Allen on the outside. OP.
Yeah.
Easiest games of my life. Adam, where can I get that sticker in the back of your laptop? To be honest, we give them away all the time at events. We're going to be downtown opening day next week, so if you're going to stop by downtown, we'll be giving away a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
Stickers will be part of the package.
We have a box in the back with like 300 stickers, so they'll be going out.
Yeah.
They'll be going out.
By the way, something to note on this list for Colin. Take a step back a little bit. This is all pre-draft, right? So we're going to assume the Lions are going to get significantly better at the defensive line. Probably draft a corner at some point in the draft. A wide receiver, maybe. We'll see. Who's got it better than the Lions right now? Who's got a better project? If I told you you could overtake a team in the North and take on their project, and you would have full control,
it's a no-brainer.
Who would you take? You would take the Lions.
Yeah, the team with...
They have the cap space.
Yeah.
They have short-term non-committal deals.
young players.
Nobody's going anywhere. All the young players are under contract, and it's a young core.
And they're good.
You're paying the quarterback basically nothing for what you're getting in terms of production. You got a brilliant offensive-minded offensive coordinator. You got a head coach who's growing on people and could be something. We don't know what that is yet. Could be really high, could be nothing. I don't know. We'll see. And that's the fun part of all this. They got it better than everybody in that division, and we haven't even talked about who they're going to draft.
Yeah, and they're the closest. Like, if you want to go second, I'd probably say the Bears because of the assets they got and what you could do with all
Bears got cap space,
Right.
They got draft capital, sure, but you know what the
they're
Bears
far.
don't have?
They're
They don't have an identity
Yes.
on offense. They don't have the right head coach, in my opinion. The GM is a joke for trading for Chase Claypool.
I don't think they're
and
even-
Justin Fields, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
is a fucking running back. And this year, he either makes...
You'll find out this year.
Two things are going to happen this year.
You'll find out
We're
this
all
year.
going to call him a running back, or he's going to increase his completion percentage by 5, 6, 7%, and he's going to throw for 3,600 yards. And if he doesn't, and he throws for 24, 25, 2,800, and he rushes for another 1,000, it's not going to fucking last, buddy, and it's not going to work, and nobody's going to believe in it.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen with Justin Fields.
Yeah, he should have over 20 touchdown passes, let's be honest here. I think it's time for Justin Fields to take that next step, and that's why the Bears, at least
That's
right
why
now...
they better draft offensive linemen.
Right, you got to protect him. You got weapons for him.
Give him a chance.
Yes, we'll see. We'll find out a lot this year.
Give him a chance.
Mike
And
says Justin Fields passed for 130 yards a game last year. Must improve. Yeah, that was bad. A lot of context
in
in that.
15
but
games,
that's
he threw
bad.
for 2,200 yards in 15 games.
So they'll figure that out this year. If the Bears stink, go get
He
your
threw
quarterback.
just over a touchdown a game and almost one interception a game last year. while throwing for 130 roughly. No, not 130. I think it's 150 yards a game, something like that.
Yeah.
Got to be better. But again, he brings so much on the ground. But do I want my franchise quarterback running the ball as much as Justin Fields? No.
And we're going to find out this year if that was just context or is that his actual play style? Like, is he running last year because of,
let's all be honest. He wasn't running for his life. It wasn't the best offensive line, don't get me wrong, but a lot of his big plays were all designed runs. Take that for what you will. Adam, you consistently admit if Goff goes down, the Lions are done. So why not draft the best quarterback available with the 6th overall pick to get someone to carry the torch if Goff goes down? Because happy. One, I don't want to be taking the 4th best quarterback available because 3 of them are going to get drafted in the top 5. That's the likely reality. Number 2, let's go back to number 1. I don't want to play those odds. Okay, we'll start there. Number 2. If Goff goes down, your season is fucked. I don't care if you sign Teddy Bridgewater. I don't care if it's Nate Sudfeld. I don't give a damn if you draft a quarterback. Your season is fucked. And on the off chance your quarterback gets hurt, and you want to pitch to me a scenario where it worked in the NFL previously, it was with a 3rd-round pick, and nobody even likes him right now, and that was Dak Prescott when he took over for Tony Romo and never looked back. And he was a 3rd. No, was Dak 3rd? No, he's a 4th-round pick, I think.
Yeah,
Dak was a 4th-round pick.
Russell Wilson is another
Russell
situation.
Was a 3rd-round
he was
pick.
a 3rd round.
He took over the job before the season started.
But they signed Flynn to a big deal,
and they just moved on.
And they just said, "Well, he's better," so we're moving on. So like it doesn't happen too often. To your point,
draft the 4th quarterback likely off the board.
That's where I kind of like. I listen. I've been on the quarterback at 6 convo, but after now talking more about it and who you're getting, I'm not just taking Will because I want a quarterback. I want my guy. And he won't be there. So I'm kind of off of that. Hendon Hooker in the 3rd round, I think he'll go quicker than that, higher than that. Or maybe you take one late in the draft, Clayton Tune. But yeah, quarterback at 6. You don't just take one just to take one. Listen, Tom Mazaway, that's his strategy. Listen, love you, Maz, but I'm not taking a quarterback just because you want to take a quarterback. I think that can get you in trouble.
Yeah, look, there's examples. There's more examples of the quarterback being drafted 3rd or 4th in the 1st round not working than working. But if you want me to make the argument for why it could work, Herbert was the 3rd quarterback taken in the 1st round. I want to say Josh Allen was the 3rd quarterback taken in the 1st round, and Lamar was the 4th. So there are examples. But for every one example that works, 7, 8, and 9 of them don't. And the most recent one I have to work off of is the Trevor Lawrence draft class, which is a complete disaster at the moment. I don't want to end up with Anthony Richardson. I just fucking don't. And I don't want Will Levis. I don't.
You didn't like him hitting the ceiling yesterday? You didn't like...
Oh, I forgot. I was supposed to be turned on because he intentionally threw the ball into the ceiling. Excuse me. Or I'm supposed to be turned on by Will Levis taking high school boy pictures of him in front of the mirror, talking about his recovery and working out, and he's jacked. Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
Yeah.
The NFL is lucky if one of Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud hit, let alone 2 or 3 of these guys actually hit. Odds don't play in the Lions' favor. They just don't. But we'll take a break. When we get back, Cynthia Frelund released her mock draft last night. And let me tell you, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it up until I got to 18. And we'll get to that next. She took a tight end. Who it is, we'll get to all that and more. But before we go, I got to tell you about Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. No appointment necessary. Their awesome stylists will take care of you like they always take care of me. So get to a local Lady Jane's near you. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zaniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
Get a shot up. This is for the win.
All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
All right, we're back here on the Morning Woodward Show live, woodwardsports.com. It's Friday. It's 8:30 in the morning. The weather is meh. It's whatever weather. It's whatever. It's what you'd expect in the end of March, early April in Michigan.
Yeah. Nice one day.
What are you gonna do?
Raining the next. Windy the next.
And then it'll be a thunderstorm, and then it'll snow the next day. Who knows?
And then it'll hail. And
then it'll be 90 and sunny outside. Michigan. Pure Michigan. All right. Cynthia Frelund. Alex, if you don't mind, throw up her mock on the board. She decided to release a mock draft. She had the Detroit Lions taking Kalijah Kancey at 6. She is one of the few national media members that I've seen take a chance on Kancey at 6. But before we even get in depth with what she did the rest of the board, any disagreements here? Stroud 1, Bryce Young 2, Anderson 3?
Those 3, no.
Okay.
I have problems.
Richardson 4, problem?
I don't.
They need a quarterback.
Let's be real. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. The Colts taking a black quarterback. JB, we talked about that. I mean, come on.
I'm not part of this conversation.
JB.
Oh no, you're spot on.
People think I lead the Ku Klux Klan
and I'm not calling the Colts. I'm not calling the Colts.
I'm
not throwing anything out there. But let's be real. As talented as Anthony Richardson may be, I don't think that. I think a Will Levis at 3 or 4, excuse me, if you're taking one. But hey, they're taking a quarterback. So go on, put it back up.
I have nothing to say to that. Tyree Wilson going at 5. She had the option of taking Jalen Carter, but instead went with Kalijah Kancey. And then to round out the top 10, it went Jalen Carter at 7, Will Levis to Atlanta at 8, Peter Skronsky at 9, and Lucas Van Ness.
So this has to have been before the Raiders came out.
It was, but she did post it literally 2 hours before the Raiders report came out.
So this is before the Raiders said we're not taking Jalen Carter because of all the baggage, but there you go, Kalijah Kancey. I don't know if I love Kalijah over Jalen Carter, but I can see it. Hey, position of need. There's no question marks with Kancey.
Well, let's have fun with this. We've done the Kancey enough, so I'm going to let it slide right now. Let's go to 18. 18, she drafts Dalton Kincaid. And you can throw this up in a poll. I want to know what all of you think at home. Yes or no? Are you okay with the Dalton Kincaid pick? And I'll let you start. You know where I'm at with this. So before I literally talk for 5 minutes and get frustrated, please, Jeff. Dalton Kincaid, what do you think? That's who she has taken at 18 for the Lions.
Alex, you know what to do. Put the camera on me. Okay, two things. One, I love Dalton Kincaid. Personally, he's probably my favorite receiving. He's the best receiving tight end in the draft. Hell no. Hell no. A tight end at 18, hell no. It's not going to happen, number one, but number two, it doesn't make a ton of sense because if you're a Lions fan, you would know how honestly the value of a tight end in this offense. They're not taking one at 18. It makes absolutely no sense. I hate it. So that's how I feel about it. Kincaid, great player at 18. Hell no.
Okay, well, let's look at who was on the board when she took Kincaid at 18, okay? Players like Michael Mayer, Quentin Johnston, Joey Porter Jr., Deontay Banks, Zay Flowers, Bijan Robinson was available, Cam Smith was available. All these players available at 18. She has Bijan, by the way, going to Dallas at 26. Which I don't agree with. I think he goes sooner.
Yeah.
But anyways.
And you a tight end for Dallas, in my opinion.
I get the idea, like face value. If I told you I insert a top 5 tight end into the NFL day one to the Detroit Lions, I think we all agree this offense just takes another step forward into becoming impossible to deal with. Can we all agree on that? But is that a priority? Is that a must? Is that a need? That's where I disagree with Cynthia. To me, look, you got a very good offensive line. Your tight ends were productive after you traded Hawkinson. It's not a must. To me, Cynthia, at 18, you're looking at Joey Porter Jr., according to your board. You're looking at Deontay Banks even.
Yeah.
You're looking in the secondary. You're looking at edge. Anything but a tight end. Please, we did this. We did it with Ebron already. We did it with Ebron's white brother. Like, can we just fucking stop with the tight end in the first round? It's not working. Like, some franchises don't know how to draft quarterbacks. Cleveland Browns don't know how to draft a quarterback, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Lions don't know how to draft a fucking tight end. Can we just stop?
So, if you draft Kincaid at 18, he would go higher than Kelsey, Kittle, Goddard, Dalton Schultz. Like, we're talking about 4 premier tight ends I just named, Darren Waller, all this stuff. You're telling me if you draft Kincaid at 18, he's going to be better than Kelsey. That's my expectation. And someone said it in the chat, which I 100% agree with. Clown Copter, is Kincaid going to be Kelsey? Hell no, then. Like, that's your expectation. You get drafted at 18, you're a top 5 tight end in this league, if not top 3. Day one. So I'm not, no, hell no. You take one, second, third, fourth, fifth, whatever it is. It's more of a luxury pick. We talk about this a lot. You're not taking one at 18.
You're not in a position to be drafting a tight end in the first round. It's just my opinion. I don't agree with it. The Lions don't know how to draft a fucking tight end in the first round. I'm not waiting for the third strike. I'll pass on it. Please, God, no. Thank God all of you have sense. 95% of you said no to Dalton Kincaid. To the 5% of you that said yes, I would really like you to go do a daily check-in with your doctor because clearly something is wrong with you.
I would rather personally have, if we're talking later on in the draft,
I would rather
Darnell
them
Washington.
take a quarterback
if you're
at
going
18 or Beydoun than a tight end.
Because you could take Darnell probably second round. I wouldn't have an issue with that over a first-round tight end. I mean, it's...
Yeah, it's just a big hell no to me. Absolutely not. Unacceptable.
Now, can we go back to that...
top 5, top 6?
Yeah, let's go. Let's kind of revisit that Lions pick. Because, listen, that's a tough pill for me to swallow. Because, again, it has nothing to do with Cansey because you talk about position of need, the productivity, the character, everything. Cansey checks every box. So I'm not mad at you taking him at 6. I think if he's your guy, it shouldn't be, well, I wouldn't take him at 6, but I'd take him at 10. I think that's the stupidest thing ever. If he's your guy, you take him. But over Jalen Carter... if Jalen Carter went 5 to the Seattle Seahawks, I think that would be a pretty okay. I'm cool with it. But the fact that you take him over Jalen Carter to me is just. I mean, Jalen Carter would have to absolutely bomb the interview.
Because no. Let's ask ourselves why. Because a month ago, this wasn't even a fucking conversation. Okay.
Yes.
Jalen Carter was a consensus top 5, top 6 pick. There was no arguing it. And then what happened? He showed up to his pro day. He looked unathletic, sluggish, out of breath, fat, and didn't handle himself well.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened. I'm not saying don't draft Jalen Carter if he's there. That's a tough fucking thing to do.
Yeah.
To pass on Jalen Carter. I mean, we're talking about one of the most dominant interior linemen we've seen come out of college in the last 5 years. He's special. But unfortunately, being super talented and special doesn't mean you make it in the NFL. And I've seen this way too many times work out really both ways. I've seen it work where the guy with a troubled background and all this stuff, he ends up crushing it. And it also blows up in your face. And what has Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell told me since day one? On time, in shape, we don't draft turds, gotta fit the culture, play hard. Okay. Some of those boxes that Jalen Carter could check, you're calling into question this morning.
Oh,
and that's just part of it, and that's okay. To argue Cansey over Carter, I don't think we're having this conversation a month ago. I just don't. But when you give me reasons to question you, when you give me reasons to doubt me investing a 6th overall pick, man, that's a tough position to be in. And that's why the GMs get paid what they do. The scouts get paid what they do. This is going to be a very interesting and difficult decision. And like you said, let's say Carter goes 5 to the Seahawks. Well, that's still a tricky scenario.
Yeah, it is.
Because you're not going to trade back. I don't know anybody that's going to want to move up to that pick. It's either Cansey or Tyree Wilson at that point because you're going to want a defensive lineman. And last I checked, look, Tyree Wilson, interesting player. He's not on my big board. I wouldn't touch him. For the Lions, again, I'm only speaking for the Lions.
The injuries do concern me.
But
the injuries. And on top of that, too, you can find to me, I'm not taking a corner at 6 because I have to take a corner at 6. I think that's you could take, there's corners that are going to be available at 18, and there's honestly, quite frankly, corners I like even past 6. Like, you can go through the top 5, 6 corners. I pretty much like them all. I don't think there's a significant difference between them. It's not like last year with Sauce and Derek Stingley. Like, they're all pretty much in the same field, at least to me. So I'm going defensive line at 6.
Jamcat says Kalijah Kancey is a third down defensive tackle, an elite rusher, yet he is not good enough at run defense. Okay, look, guys, I really don't like doing this because I appreciate you. I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you leaving comments. I appreciate you subscribing to the YouTube channel. I really do. Kalijah Kancey was a 3-down defensive tackle at Pitt. Like, come on. If you're going to use an argument, at least be correct. Please. If you want to disagree with me, be my guest. That's fine. Bring up reasons. Bring up the arms. Bring up whatever you want. But you know what? In recent memory, Kyle Williams, I'm not even going to do it. I'm not even going to entertain it. I'm just not. I don't get it.
Yeah, and
oh,
again,
wait. I'm sorry. I read this wrong. I thought he said a third down. Yeah, he did. As a third down D tackle.
Yeah, you're only putting him in.
Yeah, I read it correctly.
Yeah, it's like James Houston.
Yeah.
Like that. No.
Yeah, I don't get it.
No.
I don't get it at all.
And people act like you check the tape. Go watch the tape. PFF, listen, you want to go off grades, and listen, how you value PFF is your own opinion. Jalen Carter had a 91.2, run defense grade. Kalijah Kancey, 80.9. So it's not like the dude is a complete liability. He's 6'1", 281. Oh, the pass rush grades are elite, 92.4. So
for Kalijah
he had a higher pass rush grade than Jalen Carter. But the people act like Kalijah Kancey, like 6'1", 280. He's not 5'11". Like, he's this small, tiny defensive tackle. Look around the league. Ed Oliver, same size. Ed Oliver, by the way,
I love you.
Different player. I don't understand that thought process.
I'm not doing this.
It's like he's a baby.
We're not doing it. We're just not, because I'm not going to play this game this morning. We did it yesterday. I don't want to do this again. If you want Jalen Carter over Kalijah Kancey, be my guest.
Which I do.
At the end of the day, you have to check certain boxes. And when I'm a general manager of a football team and you make me question 5 out of the 10 very important boxes that I need checked, that's how you fall in the NFL draft. You don't believe me? Laramie Tunsil has been a standout tackle his entire NFL career. And he lost tens of millions of dollars because of one mistake. Not even his fault, in theory. It got leaked, I think, by somebody else. But when you make general managers who are dishing out tens of millions of dollars question your commitment, your work ethic, your ability to commit to the football team, of course you're going to fall. That's not me being mean. That's just the reality. But
hey, by the way, before we end, do you think Mozzie Smith is a good run defender? Guys, put in the chat before I say anything else. Yes or no? Do you think Mozzie Smith is good against the run?
No, I think he's average.
Well, I'm just saying. Typically, if you're drafting Mozzie in the second round, do you think, all right, well, he's going to come into our team and be a run stopper?
No, I don't think so. No.
So even if you say he's mid, okay,
well,
so
I think he's good. That's why he's a second round pick, though.
So I'm seeing no's, I'm seeing mid, I'm seeing yes. So mid, even if he's mid, okay. Actually, Kalijah Kancey was better against the run than him. So I'm just saying, guys, if we're going off of the stats, we got to be consistent here. Kalijah Kancey, just because you hear, oh, he's a liability in the run game, please just go back and watch. You can't just repeat these same narratives. They're just simply not true. Is he as good as Jalen Carter? No. But he's a complete liability.
Well, we don't know that.
You can't play him.
That's the beauty of the NFL draft.
People act like you can't play him at all in rundowns. It's ridiculous.
Well, look, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a break. When we get back, the first official complete first-round live mock draft
I can't wait.
Starts next. I hold the number 1 pick. JB the second. Jeff the third, and then it'll rotate. It'll be me at 4, JB at 5, Jeff at 6, 7, 8, 9. Continue until the end of the first round. Alex, you can go ahead and get ready with the PFF Mock Simulator. We'll get everything ready coming up next in just a bit. But before we go, Jeff, our good friends over at Cintron.
Well, guys, Cintron is the official energy drink of the Detroit Red Wings, and right now they have an exclusive offer for Woodward sports fans for their limited edition Red Wings 6-pack, only $15 plus free shipping. Head to drinkcintron.com/Woodward and try it today. That's drinkcintron.com/Woodward.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan.
Join the Pepper Club for all the best deals in town. Plus, they will beat all competitors by $5. ChiliPeppersTanning.com. Hottest bulbs, hottest deals, darkest tans. Your vitamin D headquarters.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
It's a great day to get some Cintron in your life. Okay. There it is. Cintron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Cintron World, baby. Cintron, available at select Krogers, and if you wanna know how, go to @CintronWorld.com. You get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
At Alta, uptime matters. Alta Equipment has everything you need to get the job done. Have a big project coming up. Alta Rent has you covered. Call them today, 844-GO-TO-ALTA. That's 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
All right, we are back here on the Morning Woodward Show live, woodwardsports.com.
There's somebody in the chat.
Yeah. What?
Adham Beydoun's son. Just thought I'd tell you.
You should put unborn son.
Okay.
I'm not there yet, but we're almost there. And be a dad before football season. God damn it, man. I'm not ready. I think I'm ready, but I'm not. I think that's how you make it work, though, right? You're not ready and you just make shit happen. I think that's how it works. I don't know. I'll let you guys know how my parenting experience goes over the coming months. Should be fun. Anyways, mock draft. Here we go. We're going to do the entire first round. Myself, Jeff, and JB. I'll hold the first overall pick, JB the second, Jeff the third, and then it'll rotate and repeat in that order. So Jeff will actually end up with both Lions picks. So it should be interesting. The asshole in me, I'm not going to lie to you, is considering sabotaging picks in advance to help Jeff. But for the sake of integrity, let's have fun with this, all right?
So we're just doing the first round.
We're doing the entire first round. JB, I expect your best here. Let's see it. Alex, are we ready? Let's do it. All right, you can go ahead and throw up the mock simulator machine on the screen. Feel free to zoom in, by the way, if you want to make it a little easier for everybody. But with the first overall pick, I have my options between Bryce Young and C.J. Stroud. And as much as I'd like to make a big scene about this, to me, Carolina traded up for a reason. I want to take also what their mindset is into account. I'm going to go with they traded up for the bigger quarterback between the two. Give me C.J. Stroud, number 1 overall. Any disagreements here, boys?
No, like I said, I mean, I think Bryce is the best, but I can get why you'd take CJ. Like, okay. I'm not taking a guy that small. It's tough to argue that. So I'm with you. CJ number 1. I don't have a problem with it. Houston gets a stud.
I was going to say, you just made my pick easier, so give me Bryce Young.
All right, Bryce Young's going to go number 2. Alex, be my guest. Jeff, you are Arizona. Don't be an asshole and pass on Will Anderson. I think we all know what's going to happen.
So I'm going to go Anthony Rich. No, I'm just joking. give me Will Anderson.
All right, I like
Give
it.
Me Will
I like
Anderson.
it. I like it. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to make a trade. Are we allowed to make trades?
I mean,
because I want to trade for Lamar Jackson if I'm the Colts.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'd give up that number 4 overall pick and a future one for Lamar if they would bite on
Whoa,
it.
whoa.
If I'm the Colts,
Are you joking?
No, I'm being dead ass serious.
I agree, but I'm
yeah.
Like,
why wouldn't you? It's common sense.
Okay, all right. I agree with you, but this is like
if I'm the Colts and I'm not in love with either quarterback, I go make a move for Lamar.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you.
Like, why would I not? I'm gonna have a top 10 quarterback day one. None of those quarterbacks that are available right now.
Usually,
are
me and
be
you argue about this stuff.
No.
Today we agree. Yeah, I'm with you. I wouldn't sit there.
Okay, but let's. I guess for the sake of this mock, we're not going to trade, right? So you can throw it back up, Alex. I'll draft a player. Let's say that they do love a quarterback. We're going to take Pat McAfee's word for it, and we're going to go with Will Levis here. Okay?
Yeah, that's the guy.
Will Levis at number 4. I don't love it, but you know what? Indianapolis, fuck yourselves. I don't care. Moving on, JB, you have the 5th overall pick. Tyree Wilson, Anthony Richardson, Jalen Carter, all available to you on the board. Who are you going to take?
Give me Tyree Wilson.
Ooh.
Tyree
Jeff, he's setting you up here.
Yeah.
My guy, JB!
It's a layup,
My
man.
guy! Give me Jalen Carter. I don't even hesitate. Give me Jalen Carter. There you go. Easy. JB threw me an alley-oop there.
You're taking Jalen Carter 100%.
Oh, yeah. I don't even blink.
It's the right pick.
Yeah.
For you, bitch.
Dan even mentioned it. You can bring in 1 or 2 of those guys when you have a culture. And I don't know if those guys meant guys that have some issues. But hey, I'm all for it.
All right.
Give me Jalen Carter.
All right, well, here's what I want to do. There's a lot of players on the board here that I like but don't like. For the Raiders signed Jimmy Garoppolo. To protect him, I think is smart. I do think they need a receiver, though, to pair up with Devontae Adams and company. They're getting old. This is a tough situation. If I were to take a player here, I'm going to go Peter Skronsky for the the Las Vegas Raiders.
I actually
I'm gonna
like
go offensive lineman here.
I actually like it. Got Josh Jacobs. You're bringing him back. Why not? Get a tackle.
I really want a receiver, but we're not doing trade backs. And if I were them, I'd trade back and try to get a few picks out of it. But here we are. We're just going to sit in place. I'm taking Peter Skronsky. Jeremy, who do you got?
What am I, Atlanta right now?
You are Atlanta. Yep, at pick number 8. You can go quarterback here with Anthony Richardson. You can go to the secondary, interior lineman with Kancey. They have a ton of needs here. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, I caught between 2 of them, but I think I'm going Anthony Richards here. I just
Holy shit!
I do not believe
great
in
pick.
Desmond Ridder or Tyler Hinkie.
I'm actually with JB here. I am. I mean, Atlanta getting Anthony Richardson. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Move off Desmond Ridder, Anthony Richardson to Atlanta. Okay,
Desmond Ridder stinks.
I
Number
can buy
9.
into it.
The Bears. So this is a no-brainer. You're taking a tackle. Give me Paris Johnson. Give me Paris Johnson.
Smart man.
Paris Johnson.
Smart man. Okay, I'm not going to waste any time with this Eagles pick. As much as I think the Bijan Robinson talk is going to be the center of attention and everybody's going to want them to take Bijan.
So why not take Bijan?
They've got Jordan Davis on the interior. They just lost John Hargraves. Lucas Van Ness or Kalijah Kancey sound really good here if I'm the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't think they're a running back away from winning the Super Bowl. I just don't think that. Do they have another pick in the first round, by the way?
Yes, they do.
When
Late.
is it?
They pick at 30.
Oh, it's too far to get Bijan. Ooh. We're going to go...
Van Ness wouldn't be bad either.
We're going to go... God damn, it's a tough decision.
I
gotta throw in the pick sooner than later. It's killing me here.
You're in the war room right now. What would Howie do?
We lose John Hargraves. What would Howie Roseman do?
Well, you lose John. You got Jordan Davis stepping in.
Yep. And they've addressed that. They've addressed the secondary. They've re-signed a few players. Howie Roseman is going to go for a splash.
They lost Chauncey.
He's going to try to get back to the Super Bowl. They lost Miles Sanders. Fuck it, Bijan Robinson.
Oh, okay.
This is not what would Adham do. This is what would the GM of the team do.
You took Mr. Bijan. Bijan Robinson. Okay. All right, we're rolling. We're rolling.
All right, pick 10. No, excuse me, pick 11, Tennessee. Who do you got?
Wow. Who's left up here? Tennessee needs so much help.
I mean, Tennessee needs everything at this point.
Yeah, they really do. Hell, give me Devin Witherspoon.
Ooh, Devon Witherspoon.
Devon Witherspoon, yeah.
Devon Witherspoon off the board. First corner taken, by the way. Houston, Jeff, this is a big pick here. You took a quarterback already. You got Bryce Young.
Okay, yep.
What are you doing?
So I'm taking a wide receiver.
Do it.
But I don't. This is the problem I have. You see Quentin Johnson going higher. I think Jackson Smith-Njigba's the best receiver. I'm taking Jackson Smith at 12. Bryson Jackson Smith.
That's what I like to see.
We're cooking. You traded Brandon
Cooks.
Cooks.
I like to see. That's a good draft pick. I love that. I love that. The New York Jets. Okay, Robert Saleh. How are we going to avoid getting you fired, bro? Fuck. What are we going to do? This pick might belong to Green Bay, but for all we know, in a few days. Who knows? Who knows? The New York Jets with a first-round pick.
Van Ness. No, they already got edges, though.
They're so stacked on defense. Offensively, what does this team need? I don't see them going Quentin Johnston. Bijan's off the board, and they already have running backs, so that's not even relevant.
Offensive line help, too.
They could go tight end.
Are you serious?
They need a tight end, don't they? Who's their tight end right now?
They got LCN product Tyler Conklin, but they also have CJ Uza. What's his name?
Uzama? Yeah, I'm not really thrilled with that. Yeah, I'm not really in love with that. I do not like this pick for the Jets at all.
Yeah, this is an interesting.
Honestly, I want to take Christian Gonzalez here, but I'm not going to. They already have a stacked secondary.
When all else fails, Adam, take someone in the trenches.
All else fails, someone in the trenches.
Take somebody offensive
line. All right,
line.
Lucas Van Ness off the board.
Oh, okay. I don't hate it. That's BPA right there, boys and girls.
All right, JB, Patriots on the clock. What are you doing?
I actually didn't think this player would last this long, but hell, give me to Christian Gonzalez.
Christian Gonzalez with Bill Belichick.
I like that pick for the Patriots.
No, that's solid.
I don't mind that. Jeff, you already took a wide receiver. Jackson Smith-Njigba, the best one, in my opinion, off the board.
Yeah.
Are you going to take one here for the Packers?
Typically, I would. I think they need a wide receiver. I mean, they have Christian Watson. Him and Quentin Johnston are like similar in their skill set. But something tells me just get this man as many weapons. Or you take a tight end here at 15.
I don't think the Packers go tight end, man.
I'm not going to go tight end.
They're already young at wide receiver. They have so many problems.
I like Brian Branch a lot. I think you can move him around. He's like a little jack of all trades.
They're going to need an interior defensive lineman. Kalijah Kancey's on the board.
Someone next to Kenny Clark. Yeah, I think this is where Kancey goes. I'm gonna go with Kancey. 15. Give me Kalijah.
Okay, very interesting. Washington. What do we do with the Commanders, guys? What do we do with this team? What do we do with this team? Alex, if you don't mind scrolling on the board a little bit down for the players. You know what we're going to do here? Man, I really want to go offensive lineman here. I really do.
They got tackles on the board. Good tackles, too. A ton of them. I mean, you have Anton Harrison, Broderick Jones. You got a young quarterback.
They also Brian Branch, Washington.
Yeah, Brian Branch is solid, too. There you go.
All right, JB, you're Pittsburgh. You're on the board. What are you doing? Actually, never mind. Hold that thought. You got a minute and a half to think about it. We're going to go to break. When we get back, we'll continue the first round. Interesting start so far. It actually did not play out the way I thought it would. Very interesting picks by you guys. We'll get back in just a few minutes, but before we do, Jeff, our good friends over at Guardian Alarm.
Well, you see us taking all the best defensive players, but we haven't taken Guardian Alarm, which is truly the best defense available. They got customized solutions from real experts, 24/7 professional monitoring, and they also have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology that's not only been proven to work, but by people that have been proven to care. Call 1-800-STAY-OUT for more information.
Saturdays at 1 p.m. Make sure you're watching WoodwardSports.com for our new show, Jumpin' Puck.
He shoots! He scores!
With 4-time Stanley Cup champion champion Darren McCarty and Michael Gentry. Jonathan Puck is taking the Detroit hockey community and giving them a voice. Pros to Joes. You'll get the best Detroit hockey coverage around. Jonathan Puck. Saturdays 1 p.m. on WoodwardSports.com.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
All right, we're back here on the Morning Woodward Show live, woodwardsports.com. We're doing an entire first-round mock between the three of us, Jeff, myself, and JB. JB are on the clock with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Quentin Johnston is on the board. Joey Porter Jr. is on the board. Deonte Banks. Just a few names that come to mind. What are you doing, JB?
If you want to take them, JB, go ahead.
Jeff, I'm sorry, man.
It's okay.
Give me Joey Porter Jr.
It hurts my heart.
All right, so the three top corners are officially off the board for the Lions.
Damn it.
That leaves you, Jeff, with Quentin Johnston as the highest-rated player available. If you want to go corner, it would be Deonte Banks. You still have Nolan Smith, who's a wild card available at 22. Jeff?
So I got two players I'm deciding between Myles Murphy or Nolan Smith. Because I just think Nolan Smith you could really have fun with. He's somebody that you can move all around. Outside linebacker, line him up at the edge. Ooh, Myles Murphy or Nolan Smith? What do you guys think? What do you guys think, Lions fans? Talk to me. I think I'm going to go with Nolan Smith. I like his versatility. Give me Nolan Smith. Why not? Yep, give me Nolan Smith. That's a solid one.
So the Lions walked away with Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith, Georgia teammates, huh?
To Georgia boys.
Interesting.
Yeah, Nolan Smith.
Okay, I'm not hesitating here. I'm taking Broderick Jones for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Solid.
Damn, I thought he was going to last a little bit longer.
JB, you are the Seattle Seahawks. It's your second first-round pick. They took who'd the Seahawks take in the at 4?
They took Tyree Wilson.
So you already took an edge rusher, JB. What are you doing?
Can you throw it back up there? Give me Quentin Johnston.
Quentin Johnston
to Seattle.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Quentin Johnston, DK, and Tyler Lockett.
Trying to give Geno.
I think that was a pure pressure pick.
He went BPA. He's still on the board. He said, well, give me Quentin Johnson.
I think the Ravens are very upset with that pick, JB.
Yeah, the Ravens are going to kill you.
They could call Seattle for him.
All right, Jeff, hit it. You got the Los Angeles Chargers. They need a receiver, a linebacker, and a corner. Austin Eckler, we're not sure about his situation. What are you doing here?
Give me... I like Deonte Banks. They need a corner. Yeah, if we're going best player available here at the position of need, I might roll with Deonte Banks. Yeah, I'm going to go with Deonte Banks.
All right, solid pick. I don't hate it. Alex, if you don't mind scrolling down for me a little bit. Okay, so here's what Baltimore's going to do. Baltimore
got receivers on the board.
Not the ones I want. What Baltimore's going to end up doing... You can go all the way back up, Alex. Appreciate it. What Baltimore's going to end up doing is they're going to take a chance on Myles Murphy. That's exactly what Baltimore's going to do. We're not drafting Jordan Addison.
No Jordan Addison.
Well, I don't know what the hell's going on with Lamar, right? So before you click that button, I guess, let's have a conversation.
Well, they're trying to get DeAndre Hopkins right now.
So if they keep Lamar, you would imagine they want to keep him happy and they'll try to take a receiver in the first round, okay? So I'll buy into that. But are they? Like, I don't know. I don't have that information. Like, you're asking me to make a pick on a team I have no fucking idea what they're going to do. So let's assume Lamar stays, okay? Let's say they figure it out, even though this is a whole entire mess. I still don't think Jordan Addison's the pick. I don't. I think they double down on the offensive line or at edge. Give me Miles Murphy. I'm going to stick with Miles Murphy here.
Miles Murphy.
Thoughts?
Vikings.
There we go, JB, your favorite pick.
Oh, Lord.
The Minnesota Vikings. So what are you going to do to fix their shithole?
Botch it. Botch this pick, JB. No, I'm just joking.
Like I said, they need everything. Or at least give Kirk Cousins some options. Give me Addison.
Addison. That's the Adam Thielen replacement.
Yeah, Adam Thielen replacement.
Jordan
there.
Addison.
I don't hate that.
Yeah,
Their defense sucks balls, but sure, whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, as long as Brian Brissy didn't go there. I'm
All
cool.
right, Jacksonville playoff team, Jeff. What are you looking to do here?
So I want to go offensive line help. DB. They need a DB as well. Give me. Let me look. Yeah. Okay. So they're in an interesting position here. Yeah, I might honestly go Osiris. They need a guard.
Do it.
Yeah, give me Osiris Torrance. Give me Osiris Torrance.
I don't hate it.
Staying in Florida. Coming, they need a guard. Come in right away and play. There you go.
All right, let's see. Who do we got on the board now? Who's next? The Giants. See, the Giants would be a team I'd jump all over for a receiver, but...
And I think they're pissed I just took Osiris Torrance, too.
What do the Giants do? The Giants draft...
Say Flowers.
No. You go ahead and scroll down for me, Alex. I'm going to work a little bit here. All right, you can stop.
Adam Beydoun is on the clock.
Tough decision.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Scroll all the way back up if you don't mind.
They got Darren Waller.
Yep.
They signed Paris Campbell.
Yep.
Defense is...
pretty much all set.
Yeah.
Jack Campbell.
Jack Campbell! 25 to the Giants. Wow. Jack Campbell. There you go. 25 to the Giants. JB, what do you think here? You got Dallas.
Ew.
They just lost Dalton Schultz.
They did too. So now I'm just trying to pick between Dalton or Michael Mayer. Give me Mayer.
Give you Mayer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's solid. I like
Mayer.
that a lot, actually. I like Dallas taking a tight end at 26. I think that's a great pick. Complete the offense a little bit.
Jeff, you're on the board.
I got the Bills. Listen, Bills, we know what they need. They need DB help, but I don't really... They need DB help. And there's a certain somebody that I like a lot. Give me Emmanuel Forbes. 27.
Interesting.
They need DB. Give me Emmanuel Forbes. My guy. Great pick, Bills. Great pick.
Very interesting. Okay, not bad.
There you go.
Not bad. All right, who's on the board now? Cincinnati? All right, Cincinnati need a lot. To be honest with you, I would have taken Emmanuel Forbes had you passed on him for Cincinnati. But they lose Jesse Bates. They've reinvested in the offensive line.
They lost Hayden Hurst as well.
They've got their weapons, though. They've got their weapons. That would be ballsy of Cincinnati to take Dalton Kincaid here, even though it kind of makes sense.
Maybe take offensive line help.
No. No.
What are you thinking? Adam Beydoun, GM of the Bengals, coming off an AFC Championship game. What do you think? Got the best receiving tight end there. Got some good tackles. Brian Brissy still on the board.
Not a fan of Brian Brissy. I'm just not. All right, well, you took my DB, so I'm going to take Dalton Kincaid.
Dalton Kincaid, there you go. You could argue best receiving tight end.
That just takes their offense to a completely different level. He's going to get single coverage literally all season long. He'll have so much space to work with over the middle. You got Jamar Chase, T. Higgins on the outside. I mean, it's, hey, Joe Burrow, we're going to make you more happy. I can live with it.
All right, you're up.
JB, what do you got? Who's on the board? What team?
The Saints.
Saints are on the board, JB. What are you doing here?
Wesley, can you scroll down?
They need offensive line help. They could use an interior defensive lineman, and they could use a corner.
Yep. They need a guard.
Forget it. Give me Brisset.
Brian Brisset. All right.
Damn it.
All right, Philly.
I was going to take Brian
Jeff,
at Philly.
You're Philly. You're up. I already took Beydoun for Philly.
All right.
What are you looking for here?
So this is interesting because they need a guard. I could take Steve Avila here, but that's a reach a little bit.
The right pick center never reaches.
That is true. That is the philosophy.
You're going to be shocked with who I take here at 31.
Okay. Okay, so I'm thinking between Will McDonald IV, take an edge. When in doubt, take an edge. Or
I mean, you could
Felix
take a chance.
Azuma.
I was about to say on the kid out of Kansas State.
Felix Azuma. Yeah. Give me you know what? Give me Steve Avila. Screw it. Make a strength a strength. Give me the best guard available. Steve Avila. They need a guard. Why not?
Okay. I don't hate it.
Bolster up that offensive line.
All right, guys. To end the first round, to me, this is pretty easy. I'm debating right now between Jalen Hyatt and Zay Flowers. Jalen Hyatt's got 2 inches on Zay Flowers. And that's really only the significant difference. Both are speedsters. Kansas City are going to draft one, but they did take Sky Moore. That's the problem. Right? Is you're banking on Sky Moore developing. You're banking on Sky Moore. Can you throw it up so I can see Kansas City's needs outside a receiver? Defensive lineman. That's a tough one here.
Your guy Hyatt?
Yeah, I know. I'm really thinking about Hyatt. But the problem is, I mean, I'm Andy Reid. I have Mahomes. I have Kelsey. Sky Moore. I'm bringing back a few players. I mean, but I don't know if... No. I did lose... who did I lose in free agency? Frank Clark?
Yep, you lost an edge. They could go edge. I think that would be...
But they did draft... man...
Karlaftis, but he played on the... They played together.
Karlaftis played really good last season, though. Man, fuck picking first. This was the worst decision ever. These are hard decisions, man.
If we actually care so much for actually thinking about this, I mean, listen, there's a couple good players still left. BJ Ujulari.
We're gonna go with
Zay Flowers.
We're gonna go with Jalen Hyatt.
Jalen Hyatt.
Yeah,
okay,
we're gonna go with Jalen Hyatt, and we're gonna give Mahomes somebody that can stretch the field.
Burner. Straight burner.
Nice. All right, that was interesting. I did not expect that mock to go the way it did, to be honest with you.
So I have...
Because the players I wanted to draft were meant for your teams, and I couldn't draft them because it doesn't make sense for the teams I was picking for. That's very upsetting. Can we get a recap? Is it up there yet?
I just sent Alex the recap on... you could check the group chat. You can throw it up there.
I mean, it should just populate for him, no?
I can.
Yeah, just chill out, Jeff. Let's go.
I'm trying to make his job easier, all right?
Oh, God.
Give me a break. Because I drafted the first round as we were going to, just so we have it. I don't think we did that bad. That was pretty good.
That was fine. All right. Looking back, the Lions walk away with Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith. I think the biggest winners of this board are going to be Houston, Detroit. I think Houston, Detroit, Pittsburgh. Those are the 3 that come to my mind right away. Losers in this draft, Indianapolis, New England, I don't think New England should have taken a corner.
You can never go wrong, though, taking a corner.
Yeah, you can never go
they,
wrong.
They just make all these guys all pros.
New England needs to figure out their fucking offense. Their defense is never an issue. Bill Belichick knows how to coach the defense.
But could you see them taking...
Quentin Johnston was available. Jordan Addison was available. Yeah, I would have... To me, I think New England losing this scenario. But let's take a break. When we get back, we'll wrap this all up, and we'll have a conversation with all of you next. But before we go, Jeff, our good friends over at Chili Peppers Tanning.
Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find all the cleanest salons in the D with spotless, sanitized rooms and trained and certified tanning professionals. ChiliPeppersTanning.com. Hottest bulbs, hottest deals, darkest tans, your vitamin D headquarters, 27 locations and more. On the way.
When it comes to making your haircut truly an experience, there's no better place than Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Come to any one of our 26 Metro Detroit locations for an award-winning haircut experience and qualify for a chance to win a down payment for your dream home up to $200,000. Our precision haircut and talented stylists will have you looking good, feeling good, and give you a chance to change your life forever. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper, tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
Let me tell you about our friends over at Big Boy, because it is Seafood Fest and it's back. Catch it while you can. Some favorites during Lent, like shrimp Alfredo, shrimp stir fry, and the new fish sandwich. Get your local Big Boy today. Don't forget the all-you-can-eat fish fry buffet on Friday nights today.
All right, we're back here on the Morning Woodward Show live, woodwardsports.com. Adham, Beydoun, Jeff Iafrate as always. If you haven't listened live and you're missing the show, you can always download the show after the fact. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever the hell you listen to podcasts. We just wrapped up our first round, our first live mock, and I have 2 things I'd like to do, okay?
All right.
Number 1, I would like to do this again, and I do not want to be picking fucking first overall. All right, I want JB's spot next. All right, we're going to start there, all right? Because I wanted so many players, and I couldn't fucking take them because
I'll do
JB
first.
was drafting.
I'll do first.
All right, number two, I want to do this again, but I want us to integrate polls and calls.
Yes.
And let people call in and decide picks for certain teams.
It's a great idea.
Have some fun with it, okay?
Maybe we could even do the Lions picks.
I thought that was fun.
For them.
I thought it was fun. To me, I did not love the Lions board. I didn't love walking away with Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter.
Come on.
I just don't. It's not like I'm not in love with it.
You're not in love with it?
No. It's like what? It's really good. Like I'm not like over the moon.
So
for
is there
it.
anything that?
No, I just think the board shaped out that way. I don't have an issue with what you did. I think they're really good decisions. I wouldn't have changed it. I just meh.
Listen, if you get Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith, I mean,
I'm taking a huge risk on Jalen Carter, and then Nolan Smith is. Again, I hate using this term because every prospect in theory is very raw, but Nolan Smith is a raw-ish prospect, has a lot of technique he's got to work on. It's whatever. It's whatever. It's whatever. I don't mind it. It's not my favorite board. It's not my favorite board. I think Houston won the fuck out of this draft.
Houston nailed it.
Bryce Young and Jackson Smith and Jimba, well done, Houston. Well done,
Wide
Houston.
receiver 1, quarterback 1. Let's roll.
Yeah, no, I just...
Folky says, Jeff, Nolan will only play like 5 snaps a game in this rotation at best.
No,
Waste of a pick. I mean, 5 snaps a game in this rotation. I mean,
let's use your logic here, okay? No, help me out, Funky. To be fair, though.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair to Jeff.
Talk to me.
If the Lions draft Nolan Smith at 18, he's getting a 40, 50, 60% snap count. That's just the reality. He has no choice. So in that scenario, I don't see that being the case. Like, he's got to be on the field.
Yeah, he wouldn't be. I mean,
like, this is a team again. So I wanted to talk about this while you were drafting, but I didn't want to take up too much of your time. But let's all acknowledge what's going on here. The Lions are in a very unique situation. They're all in for this year, but they're also building for the future.
Right.
Right? They've got their young core. It's not going anywhere. Oh, but they've also gone out and signed Cam Sutton. They went and got Gardner Johnson, Emmanuel Mosley, etc., etc., etc. David Montgomery, right? So they're all in to win the division and win playoff games and be a very successful team this year. That's what the Lions have told me. And if the Lions are telling me that they're all in on a given moment, JB fucked you with that pick, by the way. Before you at 18.
I would have went Joey Porter. That was my plan.
To me, if they're all in, they want guys that are going to be playing right now, contributing significant amount of snaps. I think an interior defensive lineman at 6 is the right move, 100%. But what at 18 makes sense for this football team? Is it a wide receiver? I don't think so. Is it a running back? I don't think so. Is it a linebacker? Well, you're not taking a linebacker that high, and the first one that went off of this board was 25 with Jack Campbell. And I've seen him go anywhere as low as 23, as high as 31. So he's rising up the boards. 18 is such an interesting pick because I actually can't give you an honest answer and tell you, yeah, I know exactly what the move is here.
Well, I think you can make an argument for... Like, you could make an argument for a couple different guys.
You can make an argument for an offensive lineman, another edge rusher. You can make the argument for a secondary player. The argument's there. At 6, I think it's non-negotiable.
I agree.
You're walking away with a defensive lineman, preferably on the interior.
Yep, 100%. I'm not taking a corner at 6. I'm not.
So that to me is interesting.
Yeah.
That's the biggest takeaway I had today. We did this entire mock draft. It was really fun. My biggest takeaway was at 18, very questionable. Anything can happen at 18. You can make any decision, and I don't think anybody would have a problem with it at all. My opinion. You guys tell me what you think. JB,
listen,
Jeff?
People can have their opinions on Nolan Smith. That's fine. If you feel like it's a bad pick, that's fine. Everyone has their own opinion. For me, I like Nolan Smith. You see the athleticism. I like how you said, more so raw. But somebody that, it's not just he's an edge. I mean, he's got to gain a little more weight, but you can put him at outside linebacker. I think Nolan at linebacker is intriguing to me because of his athleticism and what he can do, especially with AG, how he can move him around. I don't think it's a waste of a pick. He's not going to come in and be useless. There's definitely a spot for Nolan Smith. I like it. But again, it's your opinion. It is what it is. You can make an argument. I would probably go corner at 18, personally. That's the goal in mind. But I'm not going to just take Deonte Banks because I have to go corner. I think Nolan Smith's a better prospect than Deonte Banks, so I'm going with Nolan Smith. So that was my thought process.
Yeah, I didn't hate the pick.
Yeah, and I didn't want to go. Listen, I think you have an argument for a wide receiver. I will disagree with it vehemently.
Yeah,
but
no way in hell.
You can gotta
way in
replace
hell.
DJ Chark, Quentin Johnston.
Just no way.
I'm not on that train, but again, there's a lot of different players you can convince me.
Look, we also did this with no trades, and if I'm trading, by the way, and I'm the Lions, I'm trying to move from 48 to 37 or 38 or 40. I'm trying to move from 55 to as far up as I can get. Because I would like to secure a player like a Jack Campbell, a Jalen Hyatt in the early second round. That's what I would like to do. Do I think Campbell's going to be there? Probably not. Probably not. In a linebacking class where everybody's projected second, third round, if we're all honest with each other here, somebody's going to want to get their linebacker. That's why I went with Jack Campbell at 25 to the Giants. By the way, the next time we do this mock, it won't be next week, probably the week after, because I want the Aaron Rodgers deal to go through. And I want the Lamar Jackson stuff to clear up a little bit because some of those picks they don't make any sense, guys. They really don't. And they just put you in a position where what? You're going to take one of the top players available on the board? I don't want to do that.
Right.
That's not my strategy. So it's fun though.
Do you want to take calls next and just do we have calls, JB? Just
yeah, we can take calls in a little bit. We'll take it at 9:30. We'll start taking calls at 9:30.
Get your thoughts on this.
313-552-6322. Call in, share your thoughts. If you're a wide receiver at 18 believer, please call in and make my day. I'm already on no sleep and I'm not in the mood. So please, if you think the Lions should take a wide receiver at 18, fucking entertain me today. Please. I'm all for it. Let's hear the bullshit we're going to hear today. Should be fun.
And if you think Cansey's overrated, call in, please.
Cansey's overrated? Man, I would love to be the 13th overall prospect in the NFL draft. And then people call me overrated.
I want to see Adham with no sleep get fired up. Please call in.
Dude,
let's do it.
What are you going to do?
Let's do it.
We'll start taking calls in a few minutes, but before we do, we're going to wrap up. Who had the best draft in the division?
I mean, Lions?
By default, because they have 2 picks?
I guess that's a tough question, though. Bears?
I didn't like what JB did with Minnesota. Sorry, JB.
Yeah. No,
what'd you
take? It was a whatever pick.
I took Quentin Johnson.
No, Jordan Addison.
Jordan Addison. Yeah,
you took Quentin Johnson to Seattle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he took Jordan Addison.
Took a wide receiver.
Whatever. Green Bay?
I took Kansas.
I mean,
it was in a weird
but
spot. I think the Bears did well. Paris Johnson, you could argue he's the best tackle. I mean, you can make that argument.
Yeah, but, again,
so
what do Vegas and Atlanta do? Like, that to me is the trick question, right? That's going to really shape up the board. And you know what? Not only them, Philly. And this mock, I caved into the Beydoun talk, but Ben, Howie Roseman's got to have balls of steel to make that move. Like, is he actually going to spend that 10th overall pick, or is he going to go for a Lucas Van Ness, a Kalijah Cansey, somebody on the defensive line, and just keep bolstering it up? You can never have enough of them.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like Anthony Richardson in Atlanta, though. Like, with the weapons he's walking into, if he's good, you'll find out quickly.
Well,
Drake
apparently
London,
Desmond Ritter's their guy, but
Tal Algier. Yeah,
we'll see.
Zach Wilson was the Jets guy. But
we'll see. Well, that's different, right? White boy, privileged white boy, doesn't know how to talk to anybody, antisocial, fucks everybody's moms. Yeah, no. That's not your typical franchise quarterback, last I checked.
No accountability. Yeah, it is.
Zero accountability.
It is what it is.
You went 5 for fucking 23 and you threw for 17 yards. Do you think your performance could have been better to help your team win the game? No, I thought I played fine. You fucking ass. What a loser. Anyways, we'll take a break. When we get back, we'll get to the callers at 9:40. I want to revisit some interesting conversations we had yesterday, by the way, that we didn't get to follow up on. So callers next. But before we go, Jeff, our good friends over at Swiss Insurance.
Swiss Insurance, listen, contact them. Get your commercial insurance review. Swiss going to make sure you have the proper coverage. Swiss Insurance, give them a shot, and you won't be disappointed. Contact them, mark@swissins.com.
By now you know me, Christina Gennari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Got to double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Krogers, and if you want to know how, go to @centronworld.com. You can get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
Well, let me tell you guys something special. We talked about the Tigers earlier today, but next week is opening day. You can join the Woodward Sports family and 100,000 other sports fans for the biggest parties for the Detroit's home opener. We will be broadcasting live from the Grand Slam Festival at 350 Madison from the biggest tent party in the D. Or check in with Woodward Sports at the block party with Brass Rail, Love and Tequila, or the Annex. Baseball season is here, and there's only one city that can handle Woodward Sports. See you in Detroit.
Yeah, I'm ready to pass out. Holy shit. Let's try to make it through this next half hour, huh?
I give you a ton of credit.
I'm pretty dizzy right
This
now.
man played GM for 1/3 of the first round with no sleep.
Adam, why didn't you respond to my tweet? Jesse, I get like fucking 100 a day, and it's impossible to keep up with. I'm trying.
And he's got no sleep.
I'm like 200 DMs behind. I can't keep up with my own wife. How the fuck am I supposed to respond? Gotta get my shit together.
Mike says, will Easy do a beer bong? Probably. The heavyweights, they're...
A beer bong?
Yeah, beer bong.
What the hell is a beer bong?
Break it down. Break it down, Matt.
A beer bong?
It's a little funnel.
You mean beer pong?
No.
No, a keg stand?
No, it's a funnel that someone dumps a beer in and it goes down a
Yeah,
tube.
a tube.
Yeah.
That's called beer bong?
Bong.
That's called a beer bong?
This man said beer bong.
Since when? I thought that was like a fucking...
Since Nam.
Really?
Yeah.
Since Nam.
Yeah, well...
Since Nam.
I could have sworn that we called that a keg stand, isn't it?
It's when you go upside down on all your friends hold you up over a keg.
Yes.
I mean, that still counts. No, it's the same shit. That's not a tube, I guess.
Same family, different.
Yeah, I don't know.
Family.
I feel like we educate Adam every day on something. Like, there's always one thing. It could be anything.
Dude, I'm operating
You
on
learn
no
something
sleep.
new every day.
Leave me alone.
That's what the Morning Woodward show's about. Education.
Oh, God. All right, let's start taking some callers, JB. Who do we got?
All right, he's been on hold waiting patiently. Here's Daryl for you guys.
All right, Daryl, you're on the morning show. What do you got for us, buddy?
Hey guys, first a beer bong or a bong you're talking about. You got the bowl down there. You fill the bong with a little bit of water. It's got a big opening at the top. It's got the tube coming down. That's a beer bong. Number two.
Tell him, Daryl.
I really love the show, but you guys, it was sort of funny. You were really thinking hard by the 8th pick, and I was just laughing at that. Like, what the fuck do I do? What the fuck do I do? You're only on the 8th pick. Now I gotta disagree with Jeff. The Carter-Kansi thing, I'm going with Kansi, and this is why. Because you got to get the me out of Carter to get him on the team. And you got Kansi, and that interview really blew me away. He's willing to do whatever he's going to do to fit in, to do what the coaches do. I don't think you're going to get that with Carter. I think he's stuck too much on himself, and he's going to want to do what he's want to do, and he's going to break the man down, and they're rebuilding. We don't have time for that. And I want to make it. I really want to make it quick. And then I do have a question. I'm really high on Washington, the tight end. I realize he's going in the second round, maybe somewhere. I don't see the discrepancy or the big gap between the two top tight ends and then Washington. Washington, to me, is like Jeff said the other day, an extension to the offensive line that would really help somebody like that. I would put him up there right with them. Last thing. If you guys get a chance, there's a song out there by Disturbed called Indestructible. No, not here, Indestructible. Listen to that song. It sounds so perfect for the Lions coming out of the tunnel. It's a badass tune. I love the show, guys. You guys were awesome this morning.
Appreciate it,
Man, we
Daryl.
appreciate you being patient, too, Daryl.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Always, man. Appreciate the call.
Thoughts?
So
Kansi over Carter. I mean, start with the first one. I can't get to all of it.
And about the me thing, I mean, I don't know if you could be me when you help your big contribution to a team that wins 2 national championships, but it is what it is. I get the narrative over the last 2 months with all the stuff that's been coming out in his pro day. I get all that, but let's not get wrapped up too much in what Jalen Carter is as a human being. Only Dan Campbell and Brad are going to know that by interviewing him. So, listen, if you want to say he's me, that's fine. I disagree. You got to be a team player. If you're going to win 2 natties, and be a big reason why they win 2 natties. So, it's just my opinion. It is what it is.
All right, let's go to Braxton. Braxton, you're on the morning show. What do you got for us, buddy? Braxton, you there? Fuck him.
Hey.
Oh, he's there. Never mind.
I have a question for y'all. So, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, sir. Welcome to the show.
All right, so
go ahead.
For this next season, who do y'all think is the most important player? In my opinion, it's Jameson Williams, because if he's not good, then it's over.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's a big, because that's pretty much the reason why they didn't probably feel as.
What do y'all think?
That's probably the big reason why they didn't feel as pressured, Braxton, to sign DJs, because they have big expectations for Jamison, and Brad even came out and said that. So yeah, you're right. I mean, you trade up to get Jamison Williams, you expect him to be great. So if he isn't, I necessarily don't think it's because of his skill set. I mean, it would have to be because he can't stay healthy, but you're right. There's always that possibility, but I don't think it'll happen. I think J-Mo's the real deal. I do.
Fair enough. Appreciate the call, Braxton. Well done, buddy.
Thank you.
You're the man, Braxton.
Look, first of all, I don't want to hear about wide receivers. I just don't.
In the first round?
At all. At all.
You don't think the Lions will draft one at all?
No, the first round.
Oh, yeah, that's what I asked.
It's off the board.
I agree with you.
Off the board. Having said that, I want to get to more people, get their thoughts. Let's go to Terrell out in Florida. That's your boy. Terrell, handle Jeff for me because I'm on no sleep right now.
Terrell from FL. What's going on, my man?
Oh, let me get you real quick. How you doing today, Jeff?
I'm doing fantastic, Terrell. How you doing?
You good, bro? Fam good? Everything good with you?
I'm all good. What I do wrong today? What I do wrong today, Terrell?
Nothing. Right. I've been going kind of hard at you the last couple times that I called, so I want to make sure we were good. I don't want you filing divorce papers on me or anything.
No. I got you. We're forever stuck hip to hip, Terrell. You ain't going nowhere.
Facts. So I really don't want to talk about the draft shit because at this point, to me, it's just nauseating. I kind of wanted to talk about the Colin Cowherd thing with the projections for the records. So this is my thing. Like, I think that a lot of teams get credit when they shouldn't, and I feel like sometimes we get shit on when we shouldn't, and of course we got a terrible history, that's why. But I don't understand how anybody is giving Jordan Love enough credit that the Packers are going to win 8 games. I don't understand the Vikings thing. I'm with you, Adam. I think the Vikings are an 8 or a 9-win team because they got really lucky last year. But when it comes to the Bears, and half of our fan base does this as well, how can people sit there and say, well, the Lions haven't done anything, they need to prove it, Jared Goff is their quarterback, he hasn't done anything, but those same people will come out and say that the Bears are going to win 8 to 10 games and we got to watch out for Justin Fields, who hasn't proved that he can throw the ball to anybody yet. Can somebody explain that shit to me? Because I don't get it.
Jeff, you can take it first.
No, listen, I'm with you, Terrell. I don't get the hype around the Bears either. I mean, they're a max, to me, 6-win team, if we're being real. And then you have the Packers. I'm 100% with you about Jordan Love. I don't know how anybody can confidently say they know what Jordan Love is. He could come out and be pretty good, or he could come out and completely stink, which more than likely will happen. So I'm with you. To have the Packers and Bears around 7 to 9 wins is absolutely blasphemous. To me, the Packers max will win 7 games, and same with the Bears. I don't think they'll reach anything over 6. The Vikings, I think, are a little better, but to your point, I don't get it either. I really don't.
Yeah, look,
Yeah, it's real weird to me, so go ahead, Adam.
Yeah, no, Terrell, to me, Minnesota regress. The Packers are going to be a dumpster fire. I think the Bears can improve, but I'm with you. I don't get why there's so much I would just say overvaluing what the Packers, the Vikings, and the Bears will be able to deliver this year. I'm just not on the same page. I think the Lions are 3-4 wins ahead of all those teams, in my opinion, if they can go out and deliver what we all expect them to do.
Because Terrell, they got 8 wins with Aaron. So you're telling me Jordan Love's going to walk in and get 7? Like, get the hell out of here.
Yeah,
get the hell out of here. I'm with you, Terrell.
Detroit should win 11 games. If we only win one more game, that's going to be another disappointment to me. I'm sorry. With everything that we've done, 11 should be the floor.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
You can make that argument.
But I think 10's the floor. I think it's a difficult schedule, to be fair, Terrell, but I'm with you. I still want to see more improvement.
Well, we thought that last year, too, though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody said that about last year. You don't know what the schedule is going to be until the teams get out here and play. So
fair enough. Appreciate the call, buddy. Well done.
But Adam, I did want to leave you with this.
Go for it.
A couple days ago, you said you made a couple comments about Sheila, and you called her grandma. I just want to let you know that if Sheila, you're tired, you might not remember, but you made a grandma comment about Sheila. But I just want to say this out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if Sheila brings a Super Bowl to us, I will fold her grandma ass up like a pretzel and go to town on her Pornhub style 2.0, okay? She deserves at least that.
Okay. Terrell.
Get the hell out of here, bro. I'm hanging up on your ass.
You dirty dog,
you
Terrell.
Sick
right,
bastard. You sick fuck.
This is why we can't have nice things. Jesus Christ, I was not expecting that. The man just...
Look, guys, look. You know, if you want to have whatever your sexual orientation is, I'm not going to judge you. Jeff, if you want to walk across the room and have sex with JB, I'm okay with it.
No, well,
all right?
okay.
But just hear me out.
All right.
All right, I'm okay with it. If
Pause.
JB, you want to walk across the room and have sex with both Jeff and Alex.
Why?
You can be my guest.
Why?
But you guys are really going to call it? How old is Sheila? 71?
No, dude. We're not going here.
68? How old is she?
We're not going here.
Born in 51. Oh, my God.
We're not going here.
Dude, she's 70-something.
Yeah.
Like, can we not make comments like this? You sick fucks. Jesus Christ.
You sick.
You sick asses.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson wouldn't even do it. Having said that, we'll take a break. When we get back, let's try to kind of have a normal conversation. For Super Bowl, I would not do any of that. I don't give a shit. Spend another 60 years without a Super Bowl, bitches. I'm not fucking going to town on anybody like that. That's not happening. Having said that, I got to tell you about my good friends over at Planet Fitness. Sign up today. Go to a local gym near you. You can sign up in store, or you can go to planetfitness.com. Your fitness is essential. Head to the gym. Listen to Jeff's playlist. Listen to JB's. Listen to mine. I don't care what you listen to. Just make sure you go to the gym. Planetfitness.com.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991? Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
Ooh, we're back here. Morning Woodward Show, woodwardsports.com. And wow, I'm trying to mentally recover from the things I heard last segment. But we're back. And honestly, I did want to mention this, and we're going to get to it eventually. Kerby Joseph went on Good Morning Football. And again, for Kerby Joseph at his age, I think even Kerby, I'm actually, if I'm not mistaken, Kerby is
23.
Yeah, me and him are the same age. So for him to go and represent the Lions on national television with Michael Brockers, I give him a lot of credit too. But you're seeing more and more Lions, right? You go on Good Morning Football, talk about the Lions. It seems like Good Morning Football is drinking all the Kool-Aid, the Honolulu Blue Kool-Aid. It seems like. It's not just Colin Cowherd. And he had some interesting comments. One of them talking about the culture and their expectations. And Tim Twentyman actually talked to Dan about this, on how the expectations definitely have risen. I mean, we talk about 10, 11 wins. Dan knows that. And they're actually embracing it, which is something that I love a lot too. Because they could go, well, hold on, temper the expectations. No, Dan and them acknowledge this is a year we expect to not only win the division, but have some sort of success. And Dan even mentioned it. We can swing with the big dogs now, at the top of the NFC. I love this.
I agree. I think they're the third best team in the NFC right now, and that's pre-draft. I think they have the third best roster, and I would take it over to Dallas in a heartbeat. I would. I would take it over Dallas, Los Angeles, Arizona, Seattle, you name the team. I'm taking the Lions roster right now over all of them.
How weird is this, too? For everybody...
It shouldn't be weird.
Nationally.
I hate that shit.
No, just the national love, like the praise.
No, it's not weird. It's called, how about you win fucking games? Huh? And that's what happens.
But this is technically before they've won those games.
You think everybody wants to talk about the Jacksonville Jaguars? Or they thought going into the year they would talk about the New York Giants? No. But you know what? You talk about them because they win and they get your attention. So when the Lions go out and finish the season 8-2, yeah, you're going to get some attention. You just are. JB, how old are you?
33.
33. JB, you're 33. So you were born 1990.
88.
88? What the fuck? Where's my math? Are we in 2023?
You're running on no sleep, so yeah. That.
He said he's 33. 23 years, 10 years, and 1990. What are we doing here?
I'm 33.
Okay, whatever. I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore.
You get the point.
Anyways.
Yeah. JVC'd it all.
Anyways, you guys have seen some shit.
I mean, not as much
And
as
there's,
Sheila, but
there's
anyway.
a lot of people in the chat right now that are much older than you. And this is the first time since 1989 the lines have opened up at a 9.5 win projection. It's been 30 plus years. 31 since their last playoff win. Almost 3 decades since their last division title. They've never technically won the NFC North before. This is a big year. And I don't mean go out and win 10 games and lose the division on a tiebreak. No. That ship has sailed. This is your division, Detroit, to go out and win.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what national media says. I don't care who you draft. I don't care about anything. All I know is that this year, you have never had a better opportunity to go out and win the division. This will be the first one in my lifetime. The first for Jeff's lifetime. JB, your parents were making you when they were winning division, so I guess that counts for you, right?
Yeah.
You were alive-ish.
Yeah.
You're a few years old.
It was young JB Smooth.
Yeah. So, take it for what it's worth.
I'll take it.
Honestly, some Lions players weren't. I mean, Kirby's 22. Aiden's, 22? 23? Like, you keep going down the list. James Houston, Josh Pascal. These guys weren't even born the last time they won the division. So if you talk about that, it's even more crazy.
That's where the excitement comes in for me. There's going to be a lot of people in this town, a lot of people in the state, out of state, that have supported this team their whole entire lives. And you know what? I'm banking on this year being the year they get to go buy that NFC North championship hat. Or, an NFC North champions hat. They get to go buy Ford Field tickets to host a playoff game and go watch their team in a home playoff game for the first time ever at Ford Field. I think this is the year. I do. And I don't think I'm crazy to say it. I don't think I'm crazy to believe it. And for anybody that wants to be a pessimist and say that you shouldn't believe in the Lions because they never give you any reasons to, sure, if you want to be that much of a miserable human being, be my guest. But the reality is, and the facts are, you have to put your team around, you have to put your arms around this team. You can't make any more excuses. They have the quarterback that's good enough to win the division. They have the offensive line. They have the weapons. They have the GM. They have a head coach who looks a little bit more promising than he did to start. They have the super innovative young offensive coordinator. You have a lot of things you really want. A greatly improved secondary. Your defensive front will be a lot better. Linebacker, I'd like to see them still draft one, but damn it, it is what it is. That is a 10, 11, potentially 12-win football team this year. If they can get their shit together. And there's going to be a lot of people that are much older than me, like my dad, who are going to be able to get Ford Field tickets to watch a playoff game at home for the first time ever. And hopefully they get to see their first NFC North title. And that's not a feeling or optimism. I think that's just the reality.
And by the way, before we go to mailbag, so get your questions ready. It is Mr. Hockey's birthday.
Who?
So happy
Gordie Howe?
birthday to Gordie Howe. Yes. Per JB. And I did not know that this morning, but happy birthday.
Rest
Gordie
in
Howe.
peace.
Yeah. Mr. Hockey. R.I.P.
I never watched him play a single second of hockey, but here we are. He was great. You know who else is great? Connor McDavid. Unreal. You know what else is great? Cousins made lobster. Too bad I can't fucking eat it right now, but, here we go. We're all dealing with something in our lives. I'm not eating or sleeping. Fun. I'm very much enjoying this. Go to cousinsmainlobster.com. Scan the QR code. Just get what I get. Lobster tacos, clam chowder soup, and a side of tots if you're feeling yourself. That's the move. Thank me later. Try them out. Find out where the food trucks are. We'll be right back with Mailbag.
Saturdays at 1 p.m. Make sure you're watching WoodwardSports.com for our new show, Chompin' Puck.
He shoots! He scores!
With four-time Stanley Cup champion Darren McCarty and Michael Gentry, Chompin' Puck is taking the Detroit hockey community and giving them a voice. pros to Joes. You'll get the best Detroit hockey coverage around. Jumpin' Puck. Saturdays, 1 p.m. on woodwardsports.com.
You're about to be shell-shocked. The catch of the day is in. Big Boy Seafood Fest is officially back. Join us for some of your favorites like our popcorn shrimp and pike perch platters and our classic fish and chips. This year, we've reeled in some fresh catches like our shrimp Alfredo, shrimp stir-fry, and our fish sandwich. And especially, don't forget about our all-you-can-eat Friday night fish fry buffet. Every day is a fish fry at Big Boy.
My name is Lee. I've lost 35 pounds on the Custom Health Center program. So the 3 biggest benefits that I've gotten from this program has been I'm not snoring anymore, I have a lot of energy, it's great, and oh, by the way, look at this. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Call us at 844-789-THIN or visit CustomHealthCenters.com for a free consultation and get started for as little as $5 a day.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle, baby, talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
You guys' wives or significant others ever just yell at you for no fucking reason? Huh? I'm 2 years into this marriage shit. Well, I'm going on my 2nd year. Still learning a lot. If I want to stare at the goddamn wall, I'm going to stare at the goddamn wall, right? What are you going to do? Mailbag time. Jeff, you can start answering questions. What do we got?
Wow, we'll start off with a bang. Danny Bennett. Since Sheila's too old, what's the oldest age you'd hook up with?
38.
That's actually like a really honest answer.
Yeah, 38.
38?
For where I'm at right now, 38. I think 38, right before 40. That's what I'd settle for.
Danny Bennett, bringing the fire. I keep seeing JB doesn't know his age. JB, can you confirm you do know your age?
I do know my age.
Okay, all right. You turning 34?
Yes.
Okay, people, I don't know what's going on. JB does know his age, guys, just so you know that. Mailbag, is the NFL scheduling committee drinking the Kool-Aid and schedule multiple primetime games for the Lions? Well, I think it's partly Kool-Aid, but it's partly just understanding the Lions are here. Like, they're one of the better teams, not only in the National Football League, but in the NFC. So I think they're just recognizing, hey, they're worth putting on television, and they are correct about that. Mailbag. Adam, have you ever swore at somebody trying to sell you something at your door?
No one's ever come to my door and tried to sell me on anything, actually. I've never experienced that before. I know my dad has had that happen to him, but not me. I don't really get anybody showing up in my door trying to sell me on anything anymore. It's never happened to me yet, so...
Justin says, Mailbag, would trading number 6 and 48 be enough to go up to 3 to get Will Anderson?
Nope. I don't think Arizona's moving off that pick unless they're getting multiple first-rounders.
By the way, guys, like the stream. If you're watching on woodwardsports.com, YouTube, like the stream. Let's try to get to 200 likes before we end it here, if you haven't already.
Adam, which is cooler, East or West Dearborn? Depends what you want. East Dearborn is kind of like home, old-fashioned. You get everything you want. West Dearborn is more modern and cleaner. Just depends. Just depends what you want. To be honest with you, I don't know how to answer
says,
that.
what is one move you'd make for any team prior to the draft?
What is it?
What is one move you'd make for any team prior to the draft?
If I am the Carolina Panthers, I find a way to move back into the first round and draft Jackson Smith and Jimbo.
If you're the
Carolina Panthers. I don't know how.
You get CJ and Jackson Smith, that would be...
Mailbag, Jeff, are you ready for the USFL? No, he isn't, because I won't allow him to watch it.
Steve-O, not invested. I know, JB, you tried the XFL and the USFL, didn't
JB's a good human. That's his problem.
Well, are you still... I think you're out, though, aren't you?
I'm out on the XFL just because I catch it in the middle of the game. So
gotcha.
Like, I'm not going to watch the second half of a game that I didn't start. So it's kind of pointless at that point.
It doesn't pull you in enough to where you're stuck at your... I get it. I understand.
Jehovah's Witnesses. I've had so many Jehovah's Witnesses show up And I learned from my dad on how to deal with them. You either act like you don't speak English. That's always an easy layup. The second one is you come out dressed like a complete idiot, and you try convincing them to convert to your religion.
Yeah.
That's always a good one. And you turn the tables on them. Oh my goodness. You should see their reactions. It's the best. It's the best. Yeah. Well, hello, sir. Do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior? No, I don't. But you have time to talk about Buddha?
There you go. Flip it.
Let's go.
There you go, baby. King Leo. I'm in Texas, but born in Flint, Michigan. Love you guys. Appreciate you, Leo, for tuning in all the way from Texas.
Appreciate
all the
it,
people out
buddy.
of state, too, man. We appreciate the support.
The only thing that worries me about Cansey is he didn't bench press. If he could have proved the play strength I saw on tape, I would be higher on him.
It's actually not a bad point. Like, I mean, you would have liked him to do the bench press, yes. Probably because you see Mozzie Smith absolutely dominate the bench press, so I get that.
I don't think a bench press is an indicator.
But is it a big indicator on what a player is?
Most of the stuff in reality isn't, to be honest, if we're all honest here.
And I'm sure, I mean, you're 6'1", 285. I think he can move weight, I'm sure.
Adam, would you want to live back in the 60s or 70s? When did JFK get shot? 66? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Right?
Well,
66?
Yeah, that was 1963.
63?
He was
JFK?
assassinated.
I thought 66. Oh, 66 is my dad's birthday. Year he was born.
So
63? Yeah, I'm living in the 60s.
Jesus.
Yeah, I want to watch that shit go down.
All right.
I want to be alive and just watch this country freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
What? I'm what? What? He asked an honest question. I gave an honest answer.
You did give a very honest answer. Jamcat Mailbag, would you trade 6 and 55 for D-Hop? $19 million contract?
I'd rather fold up you-know-who like a pretzel.
Wow.
Anyways, is Julius Brents a corner you would consider in the second round? He's been a guy that's climbing up the boards recently. He's a nice player. But Emmanuel Forbes, at least at this point, is your favorite guy, right?
Yes, he is.
Jaden Davis committing on ESPN today. Thoughts? I don't give a fuck. I don't.
Sam Flannel cares.
I don't. What does a commitment mean now in college football? It means nothing. It means nothing. You get decommits 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 weeks after the fact. It doesn't matter. Anyways. Mailbag, would you trade... Oh, I already saw this. Sorry. I think you answered this.
It Hip says, Mailbag, did you guys take any time to check out how baseball yesterday and see the difference with the pitch clock? If so,
yeah,
what do
it
you
was
think?
faster.
Yeah.
Still wasn't going to watch it.
And I think over time, pitchers are going to get acclimated to that. I think the first time it's out there, it's a little different.
Troy says, Adam, it's the pregnancy, not the marriage. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's the pregnancy. I just get randomly yelled at. And I just throw shit back at her. Like yesterday. I couldn't sleep. She woke up in the middle of the night. She gave me shit while I was staring at the fucking ceiling. It's like, because, bitch, I want to fucking stare at the ceiling. What am I going to do?
Oh, Detroit's supremacy. Would you rather have Will Anderson for the Lions, Victor for the Pistons, or Connor Bedard for the Red Wings?
Connor Bedard for the Red Wings. Fuck everybody. Sorry.
Wow.
Please, God. Not going to happen. Please. Please, God. I begged for the fucking Wings to tank the year Connor McDavid was coming out. Nothing. We wanted to make some shitty-ass first-round exit, I think, was what happened that year.
Yeah.
Please, God. If I could force one of them, Connor Bedard all day. Will Anderson, I drafted Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah,
Victor Wembanyama, I don't give a fuck. Fuck basketball. Fuck the Pistons. Fuck Dwayne Casey. All right? Connor Bedard to the Red Wings? My goodness. A decade of beyond success. Oh, my God. Turns me on. Adam needs marriage counseling. Probably. Not really. I have a great relationship with my wife. I think I'm just the fucked up one. Seems like we're always working on me and my problems.
Lisa, that was very honest again. You're very honest today. Look at you.
I'm tired of shit, man.
When you're tired, honesty just...
Adam, would you... no, I'm not going to even answer that question. Jesus Christ. Adam, would you go to marriage counseling and start yelling at the counselor? Probably, man. Probably. I don't have time for that shit. If my wife needs us to go to counseling, we can just get divorced. If it's that bad. Like, no, seriously. Like, if we can't figure out our own shit, we're going to bring in somebody else to, sit us down and talk us through our problems? If me and my wife can't figure out our shit, we probably shouldn't be together. And that goes for all of you. That's just my opinion.
Dab Daddy, I still haven't received my manager compensation, Jeff. Dab Daddy, he was on Mike's stream yesterday. He said he's my OnlyFans account manager.
Oh, nice.
I do not have an OnlyFans account. Dab Daddy,
when are you going to start one?
I'm not starting.
Dude, do you know how many girls you could just smash, create content with?
I'm not doing that.
Dude, what a life. What a life.
That's, no. I got things I like that I'm doing now.
Jeff, how bad will Adam's kids be?
Oh,
my kids, I'll tell you what my kids are going to be.
So they won't be as bad.
You say that.
Without me in their life. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Adam, would you fight in World War II? How do I answer that question?
Like,
if I could go back in time and, like, live it? Oh, yeah, absolutely. It doesn't matter, lived or died. I mean, to me, that whole 4-year stretch, even the 5 years leading up to it, was insane. What an insane time to be alive.
And Jesse, by the way, PFL and Bellator, I might turn it on, but probably not. Not huge into Bellator and PFL.
Look, guys, remember the lesson from today's show. If your wife is trying to get you to go to marriage counseling, fucking run and figure it out at home. Okay?
You might need it.
No, you don't.
Adam's
you don't need
viewpoints
it.
Are
You don't need it.
Okay.
No, you don't. If you and your wife can't sit down and have a normal fucking conversation and figure your shit out, you shouldn't be married. All right? It goes for the girlfriend. It goes for anything that you're doing. All right?
Okay.
If you can't sit in the room together and figure shit out without ignoring each other and playing bullshit games, you shouldn't be in a relationship. It's 10:01. We're 1 minute over. We got to go. I got to go sleep. I might sleep literally till tomorrow. I don't even care about eating anymore. I'm done. We're out of here. Thank you for a great week, everybody. It was so fun. I hope you enjoyed the mock draft. We'll definitely bring it back, not next week, but for sure the week after. JB, appreciate it. Thanks for a great week. Alex, Jeff, Broder, thank you guys so much. To everybody in the chat, thank you. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're out of here. Till Monday morning. See ya. Enjoy the weekend. Take care.